What's up guys, today we're playing Epic 7, and today is a happy day because we're going to be giving away our account to one of our subscribers. I probably have 400 hours challenging new content, but also passively farming, getting a lot of those rewards, so whoever takes over this account can jump right into endgame. If this is your first time logging in, I did an account review last week and I'll put a link in this video so that you can go and check that out as well. But I hope whoever gets this account has as much fun playing as I did building it. So let's talk about how you can win. First is that you must be a subscriber to win. The second is leave a comment on this video about why you would like to win this account. You can have as much or as little detail as you want, but please don't tell me anything too embarrassing. I don't want to have to think about whatever weird thing that you're about to tell me, so try and keep it down. And if you're thinking about something like that right now, I'm looking at you. Try and keep it to a PG rating, if you know what I mean. And then lastly, if you're watching this video and you don't want to enter the contest, that's perfectly fine. Thank you for your support, but go into the comments, check them out, give a like to the people that you really want to highlight for me so that we as a community can look to see who we can give this account away to that will best utilize it and best, take over and have fun playing. Thank you guys so much for watching. Today we're going to do some summoning. I can't leave a video with like 3 or 4 minutes, so we're gonna go in, we're gonna do some summoning, and we're gonna have fun today. Here we go, let's get into everyone's favorite parts, my favorite part. We're gonna go in and do some summons. Now today I have Covenant summons, and we have an event where we get the free 10 for 7 days. That should be coming to an end very quickly, but let's go ahead and we're gonna just burn down 10. Adding in this button to burn 10 all at one time, such a fantastic addition to the game, helps out so much. Is this? No, it's not. Okay, let's go ahead. We're gonna skip and see who we get. We get Says. Okay, Says, he looks cool. He is awesome. His kit is awesome. Not widely used though. Not widely used. I think that he is such a strong hero, especially into a lot of situations. But I think mainly he's just mostly outclassed or has too many alternatives. So we're gonna keep him on the back burner for right now. I don't have enough to build everyone. Next, let's go into the Mystic Summon. Next week we have a new summon. These are all very good heroes. Straw is amazing. Spectrus Nebria, one of the fan favorites. But we're gonna try and get Abyssal Euphine, see if I can get the new Euphine for this account. Hopefully we do. We're gonna do these one by one just in case I get lucky. I don't want to burn any more mystics than I have to. But I'll tell you what, a Covenant 5-star would be okay here too. What is this? We get a Furious. He's gonna be an imprint. The imprint system is so nice because now we get the Spirit Blooms, which is so great. You can imprint heroes, leave them as SSS locked, and then maybe they get a buff, maybe you come back and you start to use these guys later. So I definitely recommend that. That's something that I usually do on my own account, and something I've done on this account as well. But no luck, oh my goodness. I can't believe the luck I'm having on this account. We see him 15 away from pity, not summoned a single mystic hero on this account. That is just crazy. Let's go now into selective summons. I did do a video on this before. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and check that out, or I'll put a link here in the video. Now, in my opinion, Shu and Senya, very good here. I also like Ilanav and Alencia because they help you deal in guild wars with the very high HP bruisers like Apocalypse Ravi, who is still very popular inside the guild war, even if you don't see her so much in arena anymore. Now for this account, I'm going to get Shu because I already have Ilanav, and then Senya I think that we can pick up another time. So let's go ahead. We're going to go to summon results. I think we're going to go to... go to confirm? We do, we go to confirm. I have one Senya, I have one on Shu. We also were able to pick up a book as well, so those are very good results. And we're going to go ahead and select this. That way the person who takes over this account is going to be able to have Shu. Very popular pick, very RNG pick, fun to use. hate going against her because sometimes it just doesn't go your way. But, you know, that's how the game goes. If everything were guaranteed, we wouldn't want to play it, right? The next, we're going to go into our group summon. Now, group summon is very important. This is what I would consider bait. Before they do any kind of major event like a collaboration, they're going to have a group summon. Keep this in mind before you summon anything on the group. Also, you have to go all the way to pity, either to the artifact amount you need, I think it's like 100, or all the way to 120 for the hero. So make sure you have enough bookmarks for that. Now, having said that, when you have a group summoning event and you're a new hero or new player, you must summon on it because that's the only way to get a lot of these heroes that are limited that no longer have banners. Like this last summer, they did not run Seaside Bologna, one of the best heroes in the game. That means the only way you can get her is through this group summon. We also see Landy, one of the best heroes in the game. These are absolute need to pull heroes if you're a brand new player to the game. Now, some of these limited heroes have fallen off or are no longer used for, whatever reason. Every hero in this game is utilized for something, or you can utilize them for something, but some heroes naturally fit into different roles, and some heroes have less substitutions than others, so keep that in mind. Luna is an amazing DPS, but she has a lot of substitutions. She's not #1 pick for really anything. Fire Expedition, very good, but now I'm doing like 1.2, 1.3 million with Lorena in the Luna spot, so either one of those DPS will work. Now, if you use her, she's super easy to build. She does a ton of damage, but she's not first pick in very many things. Same thing with Diane. When they ran RTA and we had Soul Weavers, Diane was amazing. I first picked her every single match. She's also usable in some of the Abyss stages where we need buffs, but she's not #1 Soul Weaver anymore. I do think she's worth it. Her artifact, not so much, but Diane is a very good hero. Landy, one of the best heroes in the game, can be used for anything. Same thing with Seaside Bologna, it can be used for literally anything. She's very good. Both these heroes are very good in Tower. Seaside, very good into W13. Holiday Euphine, not really needed. She's not a first pick for really anything. She has limited usage in the Ancient Inheritance. She can dispel on her S#3, so you can utilize her as sort of an opener when we are trying to dispel. But there's a lot of heroes that can do that, right? Although her artifact, amazing artifact. I do like this onto a lot of heroes, especially onto something like a champion Lilius, or onto the ML version of Armin. Cerise, same thing, outclassed by a lot of the heroes that have come out recently. She's too slow to be an opener. She is good into Dark and Light Expedition, but definitely not a need hero. Guiding Light, one of the premier artifacts for PvP and RTA, so she's worth a pull just on the artifact alone. Same thing with Fairy Tale Tenebria, not used very much. At one point, she was sort of oppressive, but not used any much. She's a debuffer. She doesn't do anything super special. Fairy Tale for a Nightmare, though, fantastic artifact. If you have a chance to get 1 or 2 copies of this at any point, you can use them at +15. They don't have to be +30, and it's a very good artifact on a lot of heroes. Let's go into Summertime Azaria. She's pretty good. Honestly, she's pretty good. She's a bomb hero. People like to utilize her with like Ran, and that's still a very viable offense. She needs to have her artifact, though. You can use it at +15. Better to have a +30. I think she's worth a pull. A lot of you probably can't build her as fast as you want, but I think she's a good hero. Summer Break Charlotte, not great. Not great. She was really good in a Hall of Trials for a while. She's a great PvE hero. Then they tried to make her into a PvP hero, and then that was basically it was a nerf, right? So now she's really not used for anything, and her artifact isn't amazing. So not something that I would really consider pulling. Now, having said that, these are limited heroes, so you can only get them, once or twice, maybe 3 times a year, depending if you have summoning tickets or a summoning session just like this. They really don't run these banners anymore, so you're not going to be able to get them outside of this type of group summoning event. Here we go. Now that we've made our selections, now it is time to summon. Now again, once you summon, you're not able to change your mind. Very, very important. But we did get Shine on the very first summon. That's amazing. We definitely need to have this artifact, so that is very, very good. And just to show you as well, we have the shop here. So if you're going to do this, don't go into it thinking that you're going to do 5, 10, 20 summons. You must go to either 100 or to 120. Very important, because you cannot carry this currency forward. Once this group banner is over, it's over. It doesn't carry forward anywhere. So we're going to make sure that we do all of those summons. Let's see what we get. Because we're going all the way, we're just going to start doing 10 by 10. And this is going to lead into something else. I did notice I'm very close to Pity onto Moonlight, so we might have to go further and add that in as well to bring in some Moonlight summons into this. I know that I had said maybe I was going to let the new person taking over the account do those Moonlight summons, but I just can't help myself. And look at that. Summertime Azaria, great design. She's amazing. And now, new account, has the artifact, and also has the hero. But we want Seaside Bellona. Where's our Seaside at? We get Domino. She's an imprint at best, not a usable hero. Cyber Wren, not an amazing artifact. That's okay. Can we get something else? Another Summertime Azaria. Very good. Imprint, free imprint there. We're at 80 now. We're going to 100 or 120. Kawazu, imprint only. Infernal Kawazu, amazing hero. Make sure that you're building him. He has a huge impact in this meta because he can one-shot Moonlight Landy. He can one-shot a lot of the heroes that are very popular, like Senya, right? Here we go now, 100s. We're going to 120. Oh man, one more. Come on, give us one of the heroes. We don't get it. That is too bad. But that's just the way that it goes. It goes super fast. You must be able to at least pity one of the heroes. Don't pity two of them, I don't think. Instead, we're going to pull Seaside Bellona here. We're going to pull her down right after I make some room. So here we go. I did clear one space. We're going to pull down Seaside Bellona. And of course, if you wanted to keep going, if you had the bookmarks and you wanted to go for a lot of these artifacts, I do think that it's worth it. But keep in mind again that we have a collaboration or some sort of event coming up after this. They haven't announced quite yet, and you're going to need resources for that as well. Now we do see that we have artifacts here. When you do a group banner or any kind of summon and you go into the powder shop, we should see all those artifacts right here as well. So if you have 240 and you want an artifact, not necessary for you to go in and pull for those if you can come in and buy it, which is going to be a great benefit. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to the transmit shop. Here we go. Let's go ahead and we're going to buy this. Now, one thing that they did do for us, we need to get to 55. They gave us a whole bunch of things here for that event that they had. So let's go ahead. We're going to pull down some gold transmit stones. Let's go ahead and get some more. And now we're at 62, which is enough to pity on a Moonlight. So can we get Moonlight Bellona? Can we get Straws? You know, can we get someone that Moonlight Landy? Let's get Moonlight Landy. She is amazing right now. They're definitely going to nerf her in the future. Not a nerf. What they're going to do is they're going to release. They released the Cancer. Now they're going to release the Cure. And it's coming. It's coming. Who's it going to be? I don't know. It's coming, though. We did see that we got a Assassin Coley. Assassin Coley is a fun hero, but, you know, not utilized as much as I would like her. She's very hard to build. She doesn't hit super strong. And, you know, not everyone has the gear to be able to support so many of those types of heroes like Assassin Coley and Assassin Sid and all these heroes that are very, very fast who have to do a ton of damage on a pen set. Who's this going to be?
Are you the one who's been looking for me?
Okay. So we get Hazel. I want to love Hazel, I just can't do it. If we look at her S number 3, it does an extra 500 fixed damage, which is pretty good. And then we have her passive ability as well that does 4 stacks more of 1,000. So 4,500 on her S3. It also works on her S1. And because you utilize it onto S1 and S3, you can put her onto a counter set. I just can't use her. Whenever I try, she just doesn't work. So even though she has a lot of potential, you have to figure out a way to incorporate her into your team. So far for me, has not worked.
I'm Roman Bearley, Knight Commander of the
Ben Roman.
Hopefully we can
He's
get
so
along
slow. He's someone who is amazing. He has a very good kit with high potential. So slow you can't bring him in as an opener, and his kit just doesn't really do a lot. He's missing one key piece, whether that's a buff or whether that's exclusive equipment. I hope that they do something for him. Not really usable. Airwell, one of the best knights in the game. If you get Airwell, definitely build her. She's fantastic. In RTA, every match, Airwell, Last Rider Crow. Every match. Lorena, she's very good as well. Old school. I did a lot of things on this account with all free-to-play stuff, with all heroes that are usable or readily available. And Lorena, very, very good. Hits super hard. And C13 one-shot, or relatively close to a one-shot team. Very good there. Batiste, not used. Not used. That guy had like 1 minute where he was fantastic into W13. Now we have other options. Bloodblade Karen, actually pretty good. Bloodblade Karen hits super hard because her abilities allow her to hit harder as her HP decreases. I see a lot of people utilize her with a, an invincibility or a like that buff that prevents you from dying, and then she just one-shots everyone. I think she's a little bit niche, but pretty cool hero design. Here we go now, 4 and 5 star guaranteed hero. Can we get someone that we really want? Let's see it. Oh, we get a 5-star. Oh my goodness, who's it gonna be? Do not be Pavel. Oh wait, it's not. It's a thief.
Now, how shall I address you?
Okay.
I'd like to call you by a special name that only I know.
That's super hot. Spirit Iceline, she's actually a very awesome hero. They gave her a buff where she now heals more. I have mine on speed set. You can also put her onto a lifesteal set. When you look at her passive ability, you can't do too much damage to her. She's like other heroes like this, where Muru blocks a lot of that. Also Hazel, who we pulled earlier, blocks a lot of that and can be killed. But you can't kill her in more than one turn unless you're using that specific mechanic. And where S number 3 gives her immortality, that's the word I was looking for earlier. It raises allies, gives them immortality, so she can then do a ton of damage. And her S number 1 hits super hard. Put her onto a Dust Devil, she's amazing. Automatic 6-star unit. You pull her in to a lot of these dark heroes, including Abyssal Euphine, and she is going to do a ton of damage. Amazing hero, amazing design, definitely taking her to 60. She's going to be fantastic. It's been a great day so far. We did get 2 limited heroes, Seaside Bologna and Summer Azaria, which are both very, very good. We also got 2 copies of Azaria's artifact, which is very necessary onto a lot of heroes, so that's going to help us out quite a lot. If you have a lot of resources, you can continue to summon on that, or you can wait for the next event. But also, we were able to get other heroes today, like Shu, who's very important for a lot in this meta. We were also able to get Spirit Eye Celine through our Moonlight summons. That hero is fantastic, one of my favorite heroes, and very good in dealing with things like a Ravi, which is going to be very important into your guild war. But we also have a Covenant Selector. Now, I did want to say that I'm a little disappointed. I thought this should have been a limited Covenant Selector as well, but they want you to summon onto the banner, and this was something that's free that they gave as part of compensation. There are still a very good amount of heroes. This account has a lot of the very important RGB heroes like Destina, and also things like Tamarin and Brieg, right? But here we can go and select unacquired. We could pick up Senya. Now, Senya is not going to help you to clear anything in Abyss. They're also not really going to help you into expeditions or into nightmare mode, but a fun hero that you can utilize. Now, I would pick up Senya, but I can also pick her up into the story summons because she does have a side story there as well. Crow, one of my favorite heroes, this is someone that I would pick up just because they're my favorite, right? You can pick them up in the story summon, but that's also a good one here. What I'm going to do is I'm coming down to Zahak. I think that he is fantastic. You can use him into your nightmare mode, and he makes Council pretty trivial, honestly. Him plus Landy, they just destroy Council. He utilizes some of the same gear as Spirit Eye Celine, where you want him to be fairly fast onto the pen set, but he's so good into the meta into PvP, I think necessary to pick him up here, so that's what I'm going to do. Then, if there's any other heroes that you want, see if they are going to be into your story summon or the group summon, or just wait for their banner to come up. Hopefully you get lucky and you pick them up through Covenant, but definitely going to go ahead and pick up Zahak here.
Everything has a designated order, without exception.
I agree, 100%. You know who we're going to put in order? Landy, Aiden, Violet, Remnant Violet. We're going to destroy everybody with Zahak, and we're going to put them in their designated order without exception. I don't know. That sounded a lot better in my head, but still, one of my very favorite heroes. If you pull this hero, use him. You're not going to be disappointed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Give me a like so other people just like you can find it as well. Until next time, happy hunting, good luck on your battles, and go vote. We're giving this account away to someone. Vote on your favorite so that someone else can enjoy playing Epic 7.